It's been a minute, hasn't it? How much battery do I have on this thing? Let me see. It's got 78%, so we're good there. This is my 2015 BMW M4. If you don't know, about 3-4 months ago, the crank hub failed on it. And something I haven't told you guys is the fact that I sold the factory seats out of it. I never wanted them anyways. That being said, I never wanted to spend money for new seats too, but since it blew, I figured I'd sell them, buy the seats I wanted, but the seats I wanted are backordered. As you can see, there's definitely no seats in this car, and I've actually picked up the car from a shop not too long ago, and it's been ready to get shipped out to a different shop, which is getting shipped out, well, I don't know yet, but it's either getting shipped out to California or Texas. Luckily, a good friend of mine, his name is Jack Davis, he hooked it up on some seats. They're NRG, there's a comp seat and a bucket seat. These seats will be temporary until my seats arrive. They are NRG. So if you're watching this video, that basically puts you right to the point of this video. Seats, and talk about the M4. We need to get these seats installed and we need to get this thing shipped out ASAP. Something else we need to talk about. Since the M4's been down so long, I have ordered so many parts for this thing. We have VRSF hot and cold side charge pipes. We have seat rails. We have seat brackets, harnesses. We have fuelet port injection, 750cc. We have CSF intercooler with heat exchanger, and my rear diffuser I destroyed, and a few other little carbon canards that I need to get re-sanded and re-cleared because they got a little bit of sun damage. Here are some lug nuts that I tried installing in one of my old videos, but I ordered the wrong ones. These are the right ones. Oh, and I forgot about this. This is a P3 gauge boost gauge so I can read my boost. I forgot to mention, if you have not been able to tell, we're in a different garage. It seems like we're always in a new garage, and this is the first time I can say this is our garage. This garage that I'm sitting in is part of our new house I was able to purchase not too long ago. It's a brand new construction here in Bixby, Oklahoma. And I actually paid a little bit extra for a garage bump out. It's nothing special, it's only 4 extra feet. But 4 feet goes a long way. This garage has plenty of plans I want to do. I got a big toolbox, I'm going to get a small couch, I'm going to have a wall for wraps. I'm going to coat the floors, really make it a really nice garage. And just make it a nice workspace because right now, I'm still working off the ground in a toolbox that I have to transport back and forth. Well, guess what? There's no more transporting garage to garage and borrowing people's shelters. There's my tools, by the way. We'll get a big toolbox down the road pretty soon. There's just been a lot of expenses lately, like a lawnmower and weed eater and a leaf blower. Leaf blower comes in clutch though. I also invested in a power washer so that I could power wash the concrete car. I can now power wash and clean my own car. That's what I'm trying to say. It's pretty cool. So when you rip out the factory seats, you have these bolts, and you have to buy from the seats. You want to buy seats, seat sliders, and you need seat mounts. Mounts are different for every single car. It's weird because the E92 and F80 or 30 chassis, whatever you want to say, they're actually the same. So you can buy the same mounts. If you have an E92 and you upgrade and you have those mounts, go ahead and keep them. You don't need to sell them like I did. Okay, last night I started getting filled with bugs and it was just getting kind of uncomfortable, and the biggest thing is the M4, you connect the battery, it locks the transmission, and well, let's jack this thing up and I'll show you. I have these wheel jack stands. I highly recommend them. I'm just putting them there for support. I'll be in and out from underneath the car. Right there is a lever, that little round thing. It's so hard to focus, but you can take an extension and just push up on it and you're done. I took off the undershield 3 times to do this, and the last time I noticed that you could kind of see it from that small little hole, and well, it worked. That was the first time I've ever done it that way. Saves like 10 minutes, maybe a little less. It doesn't take that much longer to take all those bolts off. Now, if you don't understand what I just did, the S55 with a DCT, dual clutch transmission, you cannot throw it in neutral unless your engine is turned on. And the biggest thing is the battery's discontinued. There's just no way to put it in neutral. The only way to do it is from underneath the car. I can't believe BMW didn't put a lever or anything on top like they did with all the other cars, at least that I've dealt with, making us work hard out here. Onto the seat. So this is an NRG bucket seat. It's similar to the style of seats that I have ordered. And they have these that you can adjust for you. I like to have the seat crooked just one notch. The first thing I have to do is grab the sliding rails. So these are the rails and here is the lever for the rails. You can see by, if you push this upwards, which is going to be too hard for one finger, it would release and allow it to slide. You have them on both sides with these rails, some only have them on one side. This is going to be the part that attaches to the actual seat. This is going to be the part that attaches to the seat mount. So this is on the bottom, like so, and like so. I'm not sure how other people do it, but how I've been doing it is, again, this is how it places. You got that wider piece against the seat. This will be for the seat mount. And then this lever, it gets pushed upwards, which normally when you're sliding a seat, you go upwards. Now you can see both seat sliders are on the seat. One side, and you bend it in. We go to the seat mount. So this is the passenger side seat mount. They all probably look the same, but it actually says passenger or the driver on the labels because they are different. The biggest thing is you have the seat belt from your factory seat belt, and that will bolt up to there. I have some bolts that I picked up from Ace Hardware a while back, and that's what I'm going to use. Major shout out to Jack Davis for letting me borrow these seats. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to ship out the car. It's probably going to save me a month or two because my seats still have no ETA. The seats look good. They are properly mounted. One thing we do not have though is we do not have harnesses. We are going to be using the factory seat belts. When my seats come in, we do have harnesses. It's pretty crazy that we do have a comp seat as the driver's seat though. Never imagined I have one of those in the M4. This seat's huge. Well, that wraps this video up. Who else is super excited that we have a garage now? We'll be able to deck this thing out pretty soon. I have a vision for this garage. It might take a couple months before we get there, but that is okay. It's just a lot of expenses elsewhere. The seats really do look good. I can't get enough of them. Just the fact that I have seats in this car and I'm able to ship the car out. If you're still watching this video, go ahead and push that like button, subscribe, share it to your friends, family, whoever. Thank you for the support, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, and see you guys later. It is now 4:40 a.m.